Hey guys, welcome back to the Nashville After Show here at AFTERBUZZ TV. We are on Season 4, Episode 19, called After You've Gone. We're going to talk about the big news in Nashville land, Will's devastating situation, and lots of love and romance. And these girls are trying to make me laugh, so stick around!
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hell! We got canceled!
We're very mad up in here.
Sad, frustrated. Lots of mixed emotions up in her.
Yeah, just frustrated. It's like not even mixed. We're just angry.
I literally had just finished watching the episode this morning when Whitney texted us that, and then I immediately went on Deadline, and then I was like, and then like only 3 episodes left, and like,
Yeah.
and then it was a realization that I won't be here for the finale, and I was really upset.
But you're gonna call in.
I'm gonna call in. I'm gonna call in. But yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we don't know. I mean, there's still speculation that it could get picked up by some other station, some network somewhere. There's hope.
I mean, the title of this episode kind of fit well with the news, am I right?
Yes, it
After
sure did.
You've Gone. Is that what's happening?
Oh, we do need some intros, don't we? Sorry, guys, we are so a mess that we didn't even forget. We forgot to say our names. Okay. Hey, I'm one of your hosts. I'm JJ Jurgens, and you can follow me on Twitter at JJ Jurgens.
Hi, everybody. I am Keetin Marchi. You can follow me everywhere at Keetin Marchi.
Everywhere. I'm Whitney Lane. You can follow me at Southern_Wit.
Hey everybody, I'm Violet Kanian, and you can follow me everywhere as well at Violet Kanian.
Y'all, the
get back
gang
to
is
it.
back together.
Yay!
We should be wearing all black, as you mentioned. But
It was just really like it was really sudden, really. You know, it's like I
Very
couldn't even really
unexpected.
prepare myself for it, and I can't even form words.
I wasn't ready either. Like, we had been talking about it for weeks now, and then it kind of just wasn't in my mind at all today. And I was just like ready for the show, and then boom. I know.
I was
well,
like,
and it's also because we've talked with like Ed, you know, who plays Glenn, and it's always like save Nashville, like
Yeah.
Nashville season 5, always like tweeting things like that, and then this time it didn't pull through, which is really upsetting because this has been 4 years of us watching that show.
And watching with you guys and reading all your comments. I was on again last week reading what you thought about last
Love
week
it.
too. Yeah, it just really gonna miss
This
having
was
this
my first
conversation.
AfterBuzz show.
Aw.
Was Nashville. So like for this to come to an end,
The
this
end
is
of an
gonna be-
era.
Do you
Let's talk about that
Yeah.
show. Speaking of,
yes.
because whew, still
All
getting
right,
on my
well,
nerves.
let's start talking about Maddie, who has been on our nerves for weeks, and she's continuing in this episode. So let's hear you guys' feelings about her.
she needs to like get on that plane and go to New York and not come back. 'cause-
Bye. That's
I'm
not
done.
what we actually want, is it?
No, I mean put cash on
Yes,
the airplane.
yes.
Bye, cash. Like, and I loved the way Rayna kind of tried to kind of do a little stealth mode stuff, but then it made me so mad that Cash kind of figured it out.
Of course she did.
But this is the thing, like. That's what is so makes me so frustrated with Maddie listening to Cash. It's like, how do you not think your mother has your best, she's so brainwashed. It's like, but then you have Glenn there telling you have like literally the entire town of Nashville loves your mom. And this is the other thing. I feel like if this was really going on, like if Faith Hill had a daughter who was emancipating herself and trying to get signed, this would be all over the news. But they
Right?
act like this isn't over the news, and it's like, but this is all public record.
I know,
like,
nobody
because-
knows right now, it seems. It's very odd.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That is true.
For how much they're in the paparazzi for dating Deacon smacking a camera dude, this is a huge story. Deacon also was in jail. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
I hate Cash very much. Like, slow your roll, girl.
Yeah.
You're not making money from this. She was freaking out when Glenn walked in.
Did you see her face?
She's like thinking she's the manager. But Juliette, props to you for
Yes.
being a good role model right there.
Go,
And putting
Juliette.
somebody in Maddie's life that could help her maybe steer her in the right direction, and kind of giving her like, I emancipated from my parents because they didn't love me or care about me or were on drugs and miserable.
Hello.
You
Yeah,
have Rayna Jaymes as your mother and Deacon, who's a good man that you now cost to go to jail.
I really love that she pointed out. I was hoping that would hit home with her a little bit more. That hey, yeah, I do have a pretty freaking fantastic life. Like, what am I doing? You know, that because it's just night and day difference between even what Rayna was going through and what Juliette was going through to what she is going through.
Here's the other thing: Wild Card, the song she was singing.
Oh my
She was
God.
trying to put on the sexy. It's like you were 16 years old. What this label in New York is going to do to you is make you a little. It's gonna be really
Miley
bad.
Cyrus.
She's not gonna have anybody that can show her. Wait a second, you want longevity in this career. You don't want this like one. So what is it? One
hit wonder.
One hit wonder.
You don't
Not
want to
only-
be a Kesha.
And not even just just the label, but being in New York City is going to be a little eye
God.
opener
She's not
for her
fit
as
for
well.
this.
That song was horrible.
You do
What
well.
the
How she was
hell?
like dancing was what's getting me. It's like, girl, you're 16. Also, I just like you see it in her face when things are happening. Like, oh, and then Cash like somehow comes in, but you see it. It's like she knows. She's just choosing not to acknowledge that.
At this point, what do you guys really think Cash's ultimate plan is? Why
be
do you
the
think
manager.
she's what you
I think-
think she wants money from? being a
Yeah, I
manager?
think she
Has
thinks
to.
that Maddie's going to be this huge
Cash
star.
cow. She wants the money
whether
from it.
she's going to be like a pop star, which is kind of the way she's pointing her to, or
Right.
if she's going to be this big country,
Which is so
the
sad
next
because
Juliette or something.
She has such a soulful, like
beautiful voice.
folky voice, and it's like. Why? And that's why I loved listening to Maddie and Daphne sing together, because they would give them these really cool kind of folky
Harmonies
songs
and
and
stuff like
harmonies,
that.
and that Wild Child song is just makes me uncomfortable.
It's weird though.
It really does.
Cash is pretty stupid though. At the same time, it's like, honey, as soon as she gets somewhere, she's going to the next person that can give her the next thing.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't know. It's like that's just not helping you. Besides, maybe you'll write a couple of her songs with her. Mm-hmm. Sure, make some money that way, but you're not going to be the star. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So it's
yeah.
very odd to me that she's putting so much effort into someone else's life and career. Why?
Well, and
Yeah,
there's
that's
something
how I felt.
Weird there.
I felt so too. That's why I wondered if there's something else that was going to be revealed in these
Right,
last couple
maybe.
episodes, because it just seems off.
Well, and then
odd.
especially with her history and her dad's history with Deacon, it's like, wait, did his dad send you after Maddie? Like, was this a plan that you and your dad
or
had?
who was her
Yeah.
mom?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
we don't
good
even
one.
have that backstory. You guys remember that character that had the beautiful voice that was in the beginning of this season that Rayna tried to sign to her label and then like just
Yes.
disappeared? And I like, are we ever gonna get
Yeah.
find out what happened to that, or was
I
that just like
liked her.
did that
Are
girl
we talking
book
about Vita?
Yeah.
Did Vita
They've
book
got
a
the car
pilot
down-
and like
She's like, bye.
Straight
That
up.
was the weirdest.
I know.
such a weird
That was
random
weird.
storyline that just
I
kinda
kept
went
thinking
off.
every episode she's gonna come back. She's gonna come back.
Yeah, we haven't
No.
gotten anything. It's weird. Frankie, bye. Please, get him
Yes.
out. I really
Oh,
can't
yes.
stand that man. And when you see Deacon approach him, I mean, I guess it's all with like the Cash and the, the Maddie storyline. It's just like Deacon literally is so hurt and devastated. Like you see him tear up, and it's like, what kind of like evil do you have inside of you, and insecurity to the point that you're like ruining someone's life after you were his sponsor for how many years?
So I was just gonna say too, another big turn for me with character, because it's like, yeah, why would you? I mean, being a sponsor is a huge thing, and being through all that other stuff his entire life, and
Take
now
all the
you're
secrets
gonna like
and now manipulate.
Yeah.
It's sick.
And he's
It
like,
is.
this was
That's sick.
my
Yeah.
bar. Like, are you 5?
Yeah.
Slash karma is gonna come back around on those people.
This is how Violet's going to treat her children. Are you 5?
Yes, Mom. Yes.
You don't touch your sister dog like that. Like, don't pull her tail. Are you 5? Yes.
No, it's
Story
just
of my life.
unreal,
Yeah.
actually. It's like sick to me. Like literally
He's dirty.
sick.
He's like,
yeah, he's really
that's-
hard to watch, and he makes you
He
angry.
does, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
that's
like
just
sit
really
there with
good
that broken-
acting.
Yeah.
I mean,
But in
Whatever.
Deacon's coming with
really
the
hate
white
him.
flag waving, and it's just like,
Well, he's done that a couple times. Deacon just needs to like. It's hard. It's like a relationship. It's gone. It's done. So now you need to figure out the way to like
what are you gonna do?
remove him
Save
from your
yourself.
life. Yeah, it's like so not worth it. He obviously has some seriously messed up things going on to do something like that to someone. That's just sick.
Yeah. And clearly, Deacon could run a bar, could run some music venue if he wants to. So he should just
And maybe he
get out of
should run a
there and
bar.
just not a bar, but
Maybe,
but
yeah.
it just be something involved in music
something
still.
new to do.
So, yeah.
It's like how much can the
like
dude
coffee
take?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rough. This is rough.
well, and then when he picked up that bottle today, I was like,
I
oh.
Stop. I was like, no, we're not going through this again.
That should have been my first clue. Yep, we're getting canceled today.
If he would have had a drink, I think I may have had to turn it off.
Yes, I would have not watched it anymore. It's like done.
Yeah.
Can we stop? Like literally, we are, I guess. We are stopping, but it's like, stop with those. Those storylines are just so old, but I get it. I mean, that's what happens with alcoholism. Like everybody, you go back to it, and you can't help that. But Rayna, thank goodness, is saving grace. He thought he had lost his sister, which he has, his child, then his wife. Like, I get that it feels like everything he tries to do that's good, it does come crashing back at him.
But that's life. Like,
it is. And it's
get
hard.
over it and move on. Like,
I'm just glad that she called, because it's not like she's trying to ruin that.
Yeah.
Like, she's not trying to ruin that relationship after all they've been through. So seeing her face actually made him put the bottle down, which I thought was... But it's like, at the same time, we can't do this
calling
the
him
rest of your lives.
Exactly. He can't every time. Yeah.
Exactly. She's still, obviously, Rayna still loves him. Rayna's never going to stop loving him. And she didn't say, like, oh, you went to jail, you did this, you caused this to happen, get out of my life. She's never said anything like that. So for him to be sitting there and feeling sorry for himself is just too much for me.
She takes her vows seriously, for better or for worse. And this is just this is a rough patch they're going
real
through.
rough. She lost her child because of him, you guys.
Yeah.
It's big, actually.
It's
Like, if I were her, I would have a hard time calling him right there.
Right.
But
Yeah.
she literally has to be the rock for all these people, and then she feels, you can tell how vulnerable she is. Like, where Daphne's coming up trying to hug her and be like the sweet little kid.
Poor Daphne.
Like, Maddie, bye. Nobody likes you anymore. You ruined this. I don't. She's a great little girl in real life, I'm sure, but I'm talking about her character. She's literally ruining so many things, and it's going to be annoying when we don't get closure from it. I'm just saying.
I have to agree with you. I mean, we talked a little bit before we came on here tonight that I think we've been disappointed in this season in the fact that so much of it has been about Maddie, and we've spent so much time. It's, I think, fine to have a little bit of it, but honestly,
tearing
episode
every
after episode, and
relationship
then
away again. It's like, God,
We've gone through this.
go ahead.
With Juliette in the past, like she's like torn everyone apart. But then you think about Juliette's background and her past and what her mom put her through and all that. You're just like, okay, there's something there. There's a
Maddie's
reason.
just a brat.
Exactly. Maddie has like this loving family. She has 2 dads that love her to death. You're just like, seriously?
Granted, she's been through some weird stuff. Let's be honest. My dad that I grew up with wasn't my real biological dad. My other one's in prison because he was with an escort. Like, there's a lot there, but at the same time, it's not that she has been without love.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's not like her parents. I mean, now they were on board for her career and were ready to help her. It's not like they were shutting that down,
Well, and
wanting her
selfish.
to like go. Yeah,
She did.
she had a cute boyfriend that she kicked to the curb.
He's never coming back.
We don't know what's gonna happen to him.
Not Cash.
He'll get a pilot. You'll see him in something.
I know he's gonna get.
No, he's probably gonna be like the lead of like a new CW
Like
show.
vampire
He's
show or
phenomenal.
something.
Gosh,
I'm
that
just so
kid's gonna be
annoyed
huge
right now.
I
I
know,
can't
it's-
even like.
It's a frustrating night.
It really is. It's upsetting. It really is.
Tandy was there though, and we love
Yay,
seeing some
Tandy.
Tandy. And
We
Tandy's
do.
having
And
real
I'll-
talk with.
Thank goodness. Poor
Daphne.
Daphne has
Yeah.
to wonder, why am I just sitting here in the side being the good child and always like doing what you ask when my dad's in prison and you brought in a new man to be my,
Yeah.
I mean, girls dealt with a lot, and she's just trying to be sweet and eat her pancakes, and everybody's just
bananas or
out.
blueberry chocolate chips.
Leaving her out.
Yeah, she's so
sweet.
sweet. Yeah,
And the story Tandy was telling her about her
Was
and
perfect.
Rayna's, I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. They're going through this almost the same exact thing. So I hope that gave her some closure.
Oh my.
I remember,
think it did.
I feel like last fall when we were watching this, I remember Daphne would get annoying to us, and she was kind of like, she wasn't the best little actress, but I feel like she's gotten so good. She's
She's been amazing.
She's my favorite. I thought
she's
she was.
really grown in like the last past season as an actress, and I think that's why they're giving her more, and
more emotional stuff
a
too.
lot of
not just-
emotional stuff. She's
good.
awesome.
Well, let's talk about another couple that was now also in a little stalled relationship here. Let's talk about Scarlett and
Which one?
and Gunnar. So still not talking, still going through the same
Who
games
called
for
it?
another.
Wait a second. Who called it? My prediction last week was that article was going to come out with Scarlett being the front and center, like nothing about Gunnar. I said that, and it was. I'm good.
She's been in the writers'
You
room
are
again.
in the
Obviously
writer.
not good enough to keep it going. Yeah.
If you guys would just listen to us all the time, the show would be like phenomenal.
I know.
But obviously they don't listen to us.
Well,
all
this
the
is
time.
just gonna keep. See, and here's another one that I'm just worried that we're not gonna get closure on. It's like we're gonna keep watching Gunner go hang out with whatever her name is, Autumn Chase, who gets on my last.
Seriously,
She's the worst.
She needs to stop.
Even when, it's like even when she talks, I can't help it. I don't know, like what
I don't
it
like
is.
her.
I can't stand her. Get away
We're
from
just letting it
Gunner.
all out tonight,
Yeah,
people. We got
there's
3 left. We're
episodes
gonna
left, whatever.
yeah.
Like she's got some issues too. Would you just leave it be? Let them be the exes and
wanna
figure out
know.
what's going on.
I want to. We better find out what her issue is. We
Yeah.
better. This better not end with her just being this really
just needs the
psycho
attention.
person.
Yeah,
like,
it's weird.
She's
we
a
need to
psycho.
find out.
She's a like a
she's,
control
she's
freak
manipulative
psycho.
and she's like, yeah.
I think she's not about the girl power, which is the sad part. She wants the focus only on her and the men around her, but forget this other girl that could come around and be just like her one day.
Be better
Yeah,
than
I agree
her.
with you.
So
Yeah, I think she's
know.
gonna try to
Yeah.
use Gunner whatever way she can to help, like doing the song together, like everything to
Bring
boost
him
her
on stage, really.
and
A narcissist.
separate them.
That is correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for your input. That is what she is. For real, that's good. But yeah, bringing Gunner out on stage, it's like, girl,
And, like, this is the thing. I would never. I think it's bad casting on her part. I would never believe somebody like that would be as big as she apparently is. That's
would
what
agree.
I think. Another reason why I don't
We
like
don't
that
care
character
for
because I
them.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't believe
And I
it.
forget about her all the time
Yeah.
until she's on the stage.
And I'm like,
scene.
oh god, go away.
Yeah.
Just go away.
and then it's like, Gunner, don't be hypocritical here. You're gonna walk out on stage with Autumn Chase, but you're not gonna be okay with Scarlett getting a hair thing or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
commercial.
it was
Yeah.
headphones.
Headphones,
Yeah.
hair.
Why
it's
you gotta
gone.
be sexist?
It's just like, they're like in a struggle. And it's, I don't know, in 2 episodes if it comes back around, and that's what's upsetting.
I agree, and that's what's hard. Is like that I would rather have just had the whole elevator thing.
Yeah.
And I would rather have them do it in the elevator.
Oh,
Let's make that
that's
happen.
it,
But
Should've
that should have
done it in
been
the
like
elevator.
second to last. Yeah, or the second to last, and then let's go ahead and
To go to the
get an
courthouse.
engagement. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
go
be
to the
done.
courthouse and
Yeah,
just get
be like,
married.
exactly.
Don't
We
need
would have
to
been so
here.
happy.
Yeah.
But
then
now it'll do that and then bounce back to this.
It's
It's
stupid.
frustrating.
It's like they're repeating storylines over
They
and
just
over.
have so many issues they've never communicated about, and here it is again. It's like, I can't. I don't know. Is it the
She
demise
can't.
of the exes? I don't know.
woof. In the words of Whitney, woof.
Straight up.
All right, moving on. Well, poor Will. So Will had a rough
Aw.
episode today.
You know what, though?
but
I think it was good.
I
the
think
end was good.
This
yeah,
was,
but
this,
I think
as sad as it was my favorite part of this episode is seeing Will
was
kind
good.
of
It
It
somewhat
was my least
reconciliate.
favorite.
You didn't like seeing his reconciliation
That
with
was
his
fine,
dad?
but I don't want to see. Oh, maybe it was
Oh
so
my
sad.
god! I know, yeah.
It's just like, can they get past it? It was like Beverly at the beginning of the season. Now we have his mom pass away. Can we stop with the deaths of mothers?
Yes.
For real though,
No,
it's like
yeah.
hard to watch if it's happened to you. I'm sure many
wish-
people out there know.
I wish that it wasn't his mom's death that brought him back. I wish that I just wish that I wanted to see him interact with his mom. Like I wanted to see the
Who
full
obviously
family
loved him very
interaction.
much
Yeah.
and didn't want him
I
kicked
think
out
that
of the
would
house.
have been more interesting
yeah.
than just have him face his dad again, who we've seen him face before.
But we also
like-
know he's
Yeah.
the one that's been so against it. So it makes sense to me because it also, I think Will knew deep down in his heart after seeing his mom's Bible and the picture in there, like his mom
He
cared
loved
for him.
him.
His dad
Yeah.
kicked him out of the house. His mom is a mom and she's never going to stop loving her child. No matter what
Right.
happens, she's going to let him be who he is, even if she doesn't feel okay saying that to her own husband. You never know. Small town, people have their ways. But I do think, and he got up there and spoke. Like the courage to walk into that church and the courage to get up there in front of people who were obviously judging him.
that made me so mad. All the head shakes in
Of
the
his
church.
family,
It's like,
though.
yeah.
Family and friends that he's known probably his
That's-
whole life.
I also wish we would have gotten a conversation between him and his aunt because obviously she's
That
the
one
one who
was,
called
yeah.
him. She was the one who
His
at
mom's
the church.
sister,
Yeah,
right?
his mom's. I wanted
That
to
would've
see
been nice.
a conversation between those two.
That's so funny because because until then I was like, who is that woman who was like calming his dad down? Which that makes sense, obviously.
Well, because she's
So
a
that would have
dog,
been it would have been nice if they
But you
had.
kind of see though that in the way that she looked at him, and I think it was like, okay, glad you came, love you, accept you, glad you're here for your mom.
Ugh.
And I really like the way that it ended with
Yeah.
someone calling him a homophobe or homosexual or whatever it was. Get out of here, and his dad standing up for him.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Still your son, dude. And I think this is like the beginning of something.
Well, we
Yeah,
also
for
saw
him,
Luke stand up.
Yes.
Yes.
Your
Luke
boy.
fired him. Luke's
I
character development in this season has been so good.
Yeah.
He's, you know what? He's always been such a good guy. He just makes
he
these...
has not.
Yes, he
That's what
deep
makes it
down
so awesome
inside.
that he's come on this journey.
I saw it from the beginning. Deep down inside, he was a really good person, like a really good-hearted person. He just made really dumb mistakes, and he always
was
had
lost.
He had his career. Exactly. So you know what? Yeah, he's been wonderful. And when he said I'd rather be something than a coward,
Right.
I was like, I knew it.
What was
You know
it?
what? A very good point, though, because it's like it shows too that people can change, and you can have an opinion at one point in your life and be proven wrong, and learn from it and grow.
But I
You don't
don't
have to
even
stay
think-
that person. So it's good.
I agree with Violet. He didn't change. He just became more confident.
True to
and
himself.
Yeah.
He had to change.
He got
I think he changed. I mean, he changed in his perspective and how he treated people, and
Because he was always like
Signing him to the label.
fame, and then he realized
You had to
with
change the
whole
way you
cult
thought,
thing.
or the way that you like saw your life and what you wanted from it. Yeah, I think he's been great in this season. And
Oh my gosh! If anything happens to Colt, I will be so angry. We only have 2 episodes left. If you do anything to Colt,
I don't think
No,
that's gonna
that's
happen.
no.
That would be pretty
It's-
quick for him to join
it
and then
would
be
be
in
a little
combat
bit.
and
That'd be a
like
too
way too
start a whole
fast.
new thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're like. What they every Nashville finale, there's always this terrible tragic cliffhanger. Every finale.
People were tweeting today asking if we thought anybody was gonna die.
Well, let's wait till predictions
Yeah.
for that, because at least we can like have our own since we know it's over.
Can we talk about the love of my life, Derek Huffman, in this
can.
episode?
We can.
Oh my gosh.
That was
He looked
great.
good. He looked good.
Again,
so
exactly
cute.
what I wanted for
Yes.
Juliette. I'm like, everything that I
guy.
want or that I thought is happening.
I really liked them together, and I loved her dress on that carpet.
Yes.
It was awesome.
The blue one,
The
right?
blue with the black
good
leather,
this
like
episode.
She was just, I don't know, I love it too, because first of all, she was not only just sitting there eating ice cream. When she saw that picture come out,
love
like,
it.
take this from me. Like, I gotta get it together. I need a
which
date.
we all do. We're like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like, we better stop. Change my ways.
Yeah.
But I do think that it was fun. She was fun. Like, she doesn't, like, with him, she was very comfortable. She's sitting there, like, eating olives, putting toothpick in her mouth.
Right,
Like, doesn't
yeah.
care what he thinks of her.
Yeah.
And I thought it was great, and I'm so glad. And then he was, and to say, like, oh, it's hard, you know, now I have a kid. Not many people want to know me. They like to want to date the famous person. He wants to be with her, and he cares.
Yeah, I like that they gave us a little backstory too. That it wasn't just this hookup. You know, that he said, "Hey, you know, I tried to contact you, and I had a
Yes,
little
I
crush
love
on
that.
you." So I liked having a little more history too, versus just a.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. Regardless, at least it shows to her that Avery wasn't the only one. Like, you're still, you can be a good person and change and find someone, but I just don't think it's it for them, because you see Avery sitting there looking at her dancing with him. It's like, it never has been it for them.
No.
And a whole, wait, okay, keep going. Do we want to talk about anything else? Because again, I was right about Layla. Oh my gosh, I was right about every
We can
single
jump into
thing.
Layla's the
Layla
worst.
That look in the mirror, I was like, oh my gosh, she's
guys.
put a knife in her hand already. That was psycho.
3 for 3. That was 3
Can
for
we
3.
just take a moment and praise Glenn for what he said? It's like as if
Oh,
we
he knew.
planned it. And she's just like, crap, somebody knows. Hello. He's been with Juliette for so many years. He knows everything.
And also, like, he's not about, like, the last thing he's about is going to be his 2 artists, like, playing against each other. And, like,
Right.
like, Juliette's basically his daughter.
Yeah,
like,
do
Juliette's
not.
done really worse things to him than anybody's ever done. He's always gone back to her. What are you doing, Layla?
Hey, you guys, I knew it too. As soon as I saw the paparazzi,
Oh, for
I was
sure.
like,
I knew that.
oh, she planned
Yeah.
that. She needs people to see this. I just like, oh, I was so right. It just feels so liberating. Golly, I knew it. She's crazy.
She
y'all.
is crazy. She's
Her
out of
album's
her
not doing
damn
well.
mind.
Well, I know what to do. Pull in Juliette Barnes, because that's fame right there. I'll get people looking at my album with her ex-baby daddy.
I'm really glad you were right on this, because I feel like this is the
would've been
storyline
sad.
they needed. Like,
Yes.
yeah, we don't exactly, and it would be sad if she was going to get hurt again. And so
Yeah.
I like the fact that she's the one.
We knew she had that in her.
Yeah, totally.
She's been looking out for number 1 all along, y'all. Whether she was dating Will, because there was a reality show she should have, where she was
Wow,
with
that
Jeff,
was a
who
long
could be
time
her,
ago.
like, manager and help her meet people. She knows what she's literally always looking out for number
She's
1.
one of those girls who sleeps through the top, or at least tries
and
to.
pretends, and man, she has shown Avery that Juliette called it from the beginning, and when
Yeah.
he comes running back, I don't know, she may be happy
Sorry.
with with her
You know what?
co-star.
I hope she's happy with him.
I do
really
too.
do.
I'm okay
because
with it.
I'm over them.
I'm
I'm
okay
done.
with it, yeah.
Last 2 weeks ago, I was like, oh my god, I want them to be together. But no, forget this, stupid Avery. Forget you.
I actually agree with you. Out of all the relationships, they are the ones that I don't.
Yeah.
If they don't work out, they don't work out.
I want her to be with Derek.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
do too.
I want to be with Derek.
Yeah.
He's
So
so
good.
cute.
He is really cute.
That was a good part. This was good. I mean, that part was good.
It made me happy to see Juliette happy.
Yes, and she said something like, I wanted to remember what he said to her, and she was like, really? Like, you like me? Like, she just had this weird thing to her.
she didn't
like,
know.
It's just
She had a
really,
vulnerability
yes,
with
it
him
was
that
so
was- yeah.
sweet, and I love it. I love it. I love it.
I think it's so relatable too. I mean, she's this huge movie star, but I think every girl has had the feeling of when somebody is like, "Hey, I kind of like you," and you're like, "What?
Really?
Really? you like me?"
Yeah.
Like it's like what? And so it made her seem so much more real to me, and especially not only on top of that insecurity, but also being a single mother now to a certain extent. I'm like, okay, this is. Good.
I just like her in general this season. She's turned around once she's been back. It's been good. And she's helping out Maddie. She's going. She loves Avery enough to say okay. Those kinds of things that
That's
we've never
huge.
seen. She's very much evolved.
good character. Her and Luke, the best character arcs that we've seen.
It has been good. Yeah, Maddie's has been annoying. That's for sure. And Deacon's and Rayna's, it's the same old, same old.
I can't with them.
As
I
is
can't.
Scarlett and Gunner.
Yeah,
with
it's the
them.
same old too.
So we need to get some new for these last two.
We do.
What's gonna?
All right, should we do
News and- do we have news and gossip?
well, we kind of talked about
We have a few things. News and gossip.
News and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Well, we read that Hayden is actually going
back
back
into-
into rehab for postpartum depression.
She
So
said it's not rehab. It's what is it?
it's holistic.
Yeah.
Way. Yeah, just doing something for herself. She obviously needs to recover from this, and so that's part of and maybe part of what's happening with the show. I don't know. We were
Possibly.
wondering about that. Regardless, we want her to obviously
Be healthy.
get I can't a retreat question. mark.
Yes.
There you go.
Retreat.
She's doing a retreat.
Yeah.
He's very helpful.
Yeah,
today.
Yeah, thank you.
On it.
That's all though.
Yeah.
Besides it getting canceled, which we've been talking about the whole time.
Yeah, it's gonna be I'm gonna be very curious to see what shows that got picked up are gonna the actors are gonna kind
Right.
of spread their
Spread
wings and
themselves
go.
out.
Who's
Every show
taking
Hayden
Connie
has
Britton?
been on has been awesome. Heroes and my
Yeah.
favorite movie of all time is Remember the Titans. So there's that.
The Titans.
Yes, Titans.
I watched it
Very
the other
good.
day, and she's such a baby in it.
Such a good actress.
Well,
But
on to the next of these people.
Yep. All right. Well, let's try to do some predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Well, first, do we think anybody is gonna die?
Yep.
You know, I don't think so.
Yep.
I
Who do you
hope
think's gonna
not.
I don't know either.
This would be really far. I don't know what I think. I feel like Will's dad's gonna come around and they're gonna be getting to know each other,
No,
and then something's
stop.
gonna happen to him.
Stop. To Will.
Will?
That's what I was thinking
When it
too.
finally comes around, good, my relationships, my career, something happens.
See, I was afraid after we saw his car getting tagged the last time that that
Something's
he was,
gonna
that
happen.
he was gonna get.
No hate crime. No.
I don't know if it'll
would
be
be
bad.
really
I think
bad.
it could be just an accident on his way back to Nashville. I don't know what it
Stop.
could be.
I just got goosebumps.
No.
Who knows? If anybody, I think it would be him.
I think it's gonna be
nobody
related
else
to-
around
That's
him.
big
Right.
story for him to finally have oh, it's coming together. My dad, all the things. I don't know. That
I
would
think
be,
Layla's
Yeah, I
gone.
could see a group of guys in big trucks or something running him off the road or something like
Oh my
that.
when
God.
he's smiling as he drives because
Yeah.
everything's coming together.
No, stop. I just saw
Who
the whole
knows?
scene.
I know, right? I saw it too.
I don't want any more car crashes. They've already done that.
You
No.
mentioned Layla.
I think Layla's
and
gone.
What is she like?
I think
ODs or
she's gonna OD.
something? No.
I think Avery's gonna leave her, and I think she's gonna jump where Jeff went.
I don't see it. She's
don't
just
think so
too
either. I
obnoxious
think
and wants too much. Yeah.
I think she's career focused right now, and she's
good, though.
And a narcissist.
Yes, and a narcissist.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what
but
she would
sometimes
have.
narcissists are a little crazy, so she's gonna be like, "Fine,
She's
the
already
world. If you don't
crazy.
want me, no one can have me."
Or maybe now they'll love me. Like
Oh
after I'm
yeah,
done.
yeah.
What's Deacon's next move?
God, I don't know.
What was the preview for next week? Because I didn't.
I
get to
didn't
see
get to
it.
see it either.
Him and Rayna
Rayna.
were in a big fight.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh my gosh! I literally.
I can't.
swear, if like something like this happens again,
I know.
I will. I mean, I guess there's nothing I can do. It's over anyways. But I would totally.
We're just gonna stop
be
watching.
pissed.
We're all gonna stop watching.
don't know.
Goodness.
I agree. We can't.
Maddie's
end
gonna
on
have to
fighting.
become. She's gonna have to come running back.
She has
That's
to.
gonna have to happen.
Something
kinda
big is
wanna
gonna happen in
flash
New York.
forward
Someone's
at
gonna
the
try
end.
something on her, and she's gonna be like, "Whoa!" And then Cash's gonna have her back, and then she's gonna run home back to mommy, and they're gonna invite her back with open arms, and then Deacon's gonna come back, and it's gonna be one big happy family.
I agree on that one. That we kind of said that last week too. That we think something bad has to happen to her because nothing's
gonna bring her back.
Nothing's waking
Yeah,
her up. So I
right.
think unfortunately it has to
And
be
then
something
Cash
terrible
isn't gonna
to
protect her.
like.
She's gonna be like, "Go do it, go do it." Like you need the fame.
Cash is gonna try to pimp her out.
I think it's
Ooh, Cash!
I'm still gonna hold on to the rape card on that one, something like that. She's gonna be in like a bad situation.
No.
She's
where
gonna
she's
be
gonna
in
be in
a
a
situation where
she's gonna be
she
in a
wishes
situation
Deacon
that
was there to
bad.
knock the
I
guy
hope it doesn't
down.
happen though.
I hope it doesn't either. Like it just
stops.
gets scared and
Bless.
And then we got to go into another show. It's gonna be like
It is. It's gonna be the big ones are gonna be what's gonna happen with Rayna and Deacon. What's Maddie gonna do? And then Will. I think those are the big ones.
Yeah.
Glenn
And
and Avery.
Scarlett
It's like
and-
ugh.
You guys, I wonder if now that it's canceled, I wonder if they'll give us like some type of flash forward, like extra episode, like
They
you
should
know,
do, like, in
to
5
wrap
years.
it all up, yeah, in 5 years or something episode.
They really need
and
to.
have them all
Nice.
perform and like see what you know. I would love that, and then the finale for this season is not the finale for the series because I have a feeling it's not gonna be.
yeah, we were discussing that. What do you guys think? We were talking about would they have to now with this news? Would they go back and maybe reshoot something,
or maybe they shot
just
two episodes
Yeah.
just in case.
That's true. A lot of people do
because
that.
they're on
Yeah.
the fence. So
Well, let's just hope it gives us all closure because we've been loyal fans to this show and we want to see some happiness in this
Please.
mess.
We do. I mean, we've been on the. Like you said, it has been
Ups and
yeah.
downs.
And this year's been especially like, look, we need to end this up here.
It's time
It
because now
is.
it's really done.
yeah,
You know, and the other sad thing they were talking about too is that not only just the show, but how these guys now go on the road and they have their concerts and all the extra things that they're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
as a cast, and
Yeah.
you know, so it'll be interesting to see if that's all just done or
It's a
how
whole
many.
thing for ABC, like.
Yeah,
it's the
And
music,
for the city
it's the
itself,
album.
it's like a lot of a
Yeah.
loss of really great
I do
things.
Go ahead.
Sorry, when I went to Nashville,
Yeah.
speaking on that, I was like, oh my god! And we were walking around the Opry and backstage, and they're like, oh, this was Rayna Jaymes' dressing room. I was like, oh my god! Like I'm the only one freaking out in the group.
Right.
So it's like it's a huge
Well,
thing.
maybe that's why.
I do think
Chris Carmichael.
Chris Carmichael.
Yeah.
One prediction for him is I actually think after this he will pursue a
Music.
full country
I could
music
totally
career.
see
that.
I think he'll
Can,
be
man.
a big old country guy one of these days.
Oh, and Avery, I forget his real
Jonathan
name.
Jackson.
Yes, he has a band. He's in a trio.
That song that he sang was so good.
Yes.
Oh, that was a great
Yes,
loved
that was
song.
a really good song.
Yeah.
Can we just take it back for one moment to when Avery was the bane of our existence watching the show? Had his little goatee there that we were like, get him out. And now we're like,
Avery.
yes.
Yesterday I was watching, I'm like, wow, he's really cute. And then I was like, wait, like 3 years ago, I was like, ew.
The
ew, I
ways
hate
of the
this
world.
guy.
No, it is funny how it's come around.
He was my least
Yes.
favorite.
He was
the worst.
We
I
hated
like
him
that
so
dude.
much.
And another if you guys are in LA too, I think you two ladies can't go, but Whitney and I will be going.
I know, I'm
because
really
Riley
upset
Smith
about this.
will be playing with his
Oh.
band in LA at the Hotel Cafe the Friday of
The
Memorial
20th.
Day weekend.
Oh, the 26th.
26, 27?
26.
Whatever Friday that
I don't
is.
want to go to my cousin's
27,
wedding anymore.
27. So if you guys are in town, come out with us. We'd
Might
love
as
to.
well.
Yeah.
Hot turned. We'll see. We'll see what he turns out.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all. The
Right.
depression is setting in.
It is. Our last episode will
two
probably be
more.
like a 2 hour because I won't want to
know.
leave you ladies.
I know.
We'll just sit here.
I think we
even
should
if it's
have
in
our own
silence.
show.
It's the
I
end of
still
an
think.
era.
Yeah.
And that was, we'll see. They've left it up to a lot of different interpretations, so let us know what you think, and we'll talk more next week.
We will. Thank you guys so much again for watching and tweeting us and commenting as usual. So just keep those comments coming. Let's have fun these last few episodes that we
Aw.
have together.
Oh, hell.
All right, guys. Where can they
Oh,
follow you
hell.
at?
You can follow me everywhere at Violet Kanian.
I'm at Southern_Wit on Twitter and Instagram and chasingcountry.com.
You guys can follow me at Keetin Marchi.
I'm at JJ Jurgens on Twitter, JJ.Jurgens on Instagram, and TomGold.tv. All right, we'll see you next week. Adios.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz y'all later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.